Oh, I'm starting? Okay, that's fine. All right, welcome back to Mary Kay and Julia's Open Mindset Prep. I am Coach MK.
And I am Coach Julia, and we have a really exciting topic for you guys today. Pre-WOD routines. As many of us know, Friday Night Lights, if you've done it before, or any sort of competition, can be really hectic. And how you manage your time, your energy, your emotions, your stress matters. Are you coming to the gym and spending it pacing, worrying about the workout, how much it's going to hurt, all the movements you can't do? Are you distracted, answering emails on the phone, talking to your coaches, etc.? Or are you spending your time getting your mind and your body right? Are you focusing on warming up, on your strategy, on how you want to feel going into the workout? Your biggest barrier on Friday, and honestly in general when it comes to doing hard things, whether it's a competition, an interview, etc., is managing distractions. We have a ton of internal distractions, our thoughts, our anxiety, our worry, and we also have external distractions. So other people around you, the loud music, the banging barbells, the judges, and again, just the people that are all around you. So it becomes really crucial that you're able to manage all of the noise inside and outside to get your mind and your body right for the workout. So, really important for you to come in with a plan. And MK is going to talk about how she likes to get ready for her competitions or CrossFit Open workouts.
Yeah, so since we find out the workout on Thursdays, that means that you can actually start your prep even before that. So whatever competition, usually you know the workouts ahead of time, most of them at least. And so with that knowledge, you can start kind of that visualization process the night before or however, long beforehand. So that was something that I love visualizing. And so, not only just visualizing yourself doing the workout, but also what can you anticipate feeling? Can you anticipate the fatigue that you're going to be feeling? Can you anticipate the thoughts that you're going to have? And so you're kind of just doing this mental prep to talk yourself through and visualize how you're actually going to execute that workout from start to finish. So that's, one of my favorite ones is visualizing, and then visualizing your success. Visualizing yourself finishing that workout and being super proud of how it went. So visualizing the night before, possibly the day of, if you have time. Another thing is fueling yourself properly, and getting good sleep. So making sure everything that you do the day before is going to be just as important as everything that you do the day of. So making sure that you're fueling yourself, having good meals, eating enough carbs, and then also getting really good quality sleep. So getting as much sleep as you can. Obviously, we sometimes have different limiting factors with that, but try to get the best quality sleep that you're capable of. And then the next day, depending on what time you're doing the workout, I personally like to, if I have time, to get a walk in. It just can help me, feel grounded and just kind of clears my mind. So if you can do that, awesome. If not, that's okay. And then after that, day of, getting to the workout, once I get to the gym, I want to make sure I'm reviewing the workout. I want to know what the rep schemes are. I want to make sure I have my strategy. So that's either talking to John or my coach and my teammates, whoever it is, about what the strategy, what the breakdown is going to be. And then I also write that down. So if I know that there's going to be, a lot of different number of reps that I'm going to have to break down, I'll write that out on a whiteboard. I'll make sure I know ahead of time. I've even written it down on my arm so that I don't have to be looking for a whiteboard. So I've done that, and just making sure I know how I'm gonna be approaching that workout. So those are some of the best things that I like to do before, the day before and day of a workout.
And we're going to be providing you with a pre-WOD checklist for you guys to follow 30 minutes to an hour upon arrival at the gym. But if you're someone that recognizes the importance of getting ready the day before or even the week of, definitely keep note of the tips and strategies that MK provided, and feel free to reach out to us. We can help you come up with a more robust plan. But so again, a lot of distractions, a lot of things outside of your control leading up to the workout, but there are 3 things that are within your control that you need to focus on. The first one, you heard us talk about it last time, your thoughts. What are you thinking about? What thoughts, mantras, affirmations, or cues are you going to use to help you stay focused, to help you stay present, to help you stay calm, and to help you feel prepared? You control your thoughts. Your thoughts don't control you, though it might feel that way. You get to choose what it is you're going to think about. I think you might have mentioned some of those, but would you want to share a few of your go-tos?
Yeah, so I like to think of kind of an affirmation or a mantra during workout as like my anchor point. So when inevitably a workout starts to get really tough, or I start to feel fatigued, or I'm like, oh, I'm starting to struggle a little bit, this is where the workout's getting really tough, that kind of anchor thought or anchor mantra can kind of bring that focus back to the task at hand. So instead of like getting all freaked out, you can just have that anchor point to center yourself. And for me, sometimes that's just even just thinking about breathing. Like, I'm not changing my breath because I'm in the middle of a workout, but at least if I can think about controlling my breath a little bit more. So I might just say like, okay, breathe, breathe. Whether that's kind of like if I'm resting at some point during the workout, like, okay, breathe. I like even just, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, because again, inevitably workouts get tough, and sometimes we have those thoughts creep in of like, I'm not able to do this, I can't finish, blah, blah. So even just coming back to like, you can do this, you can do this, or I am prepared for this. Those are a few of my favorites that I've used.
Yeah, I love those. And you actually touched on the other thing within your control, which is your breathing. And listen, I know when we are approaching the tail end of the workout and we are truly just giving it everything we have, that might not be the moment that we're thinking about our breathing. But throughout the warm-up, throughout your preparation period, and even at the beginning of the workout, really coming back to your breath, making sure that you are taking deep, cleansing belly breaths. Usually when we are anxious, stressed, emotional, the first thing to go physiologically is our breathing. We tend to take very small, shallow breaths. Our abdomens and our stomach muscles are super tight, and everything gets really tense and claustrophobic. The first thing we can do is to take a big breath in and a big breath out to let that go. You'll see in the pre-WOD checklist that we gave you guys a little breathing exercise that you can do. I'm gonna go through it with MK. It's super duper simple. She's gonna take an inhale for 1, 2, 3. She'll hold at the top for 1, and then she'll let it go for 3, 2, 1. Super simple. You can do that at any point and feel the stress just leave your body. Okay, the third thing, and you've heard us bring it up multiple times, it is your warm-up. This is something within your control, and I have seen when people get really anxious and frazzled by all the distractions, is that's the first thing to go. They might write it all down, but then instead of being on the bike for 3 minutes, they're on the bike for 30 seconds. They had to grab a band to do some pass-throughs, they kind of play around with the band, and then they kick it to the side. Why? Probably because they're ruminating on the workout, again, having those negative thoughts. How is it gonna go? How is it gonna feel? Your workout is your opportunity to help bring your focus from everything around you to more narrow. So bringing that mind and body connection, helping you feel calm, helping you feel ready. We will be writing you guys a workout on the whiteboard. Write that down. Get it on a piece of paper, on your phone, find a spot in the back room, grab everything that you need, and make that the only thing that you are going to be thinking about for 15, 20 minutes. And I promise you, by channeling your focus there, all those worries, those anxieties are slowly going to feel less consuming. Doesn't mean they're going to go away. They're still going to be there. We've both talked about the importance of feeling some amount of anxiety just to feel ready for the workout. It's when it starts to control you.
Yeah, and on Julia's last point, you're never gonna go into a workout without nerves. If you do, if that happens, then I have never seen someone do that. But let me know, okay? But yeah, those nerves are inevitable. So you can't think about I don't want to be nervous. It's how can I feel my nerves and still be okay? And those nerves they give us energy that we're gonna go put into that workout. So it's okay to have those nerves. It's okay to be a little bit jumpy. You need that energy. You're about to go do something challenging. So work with your nerves and accept them as opposed to trying to make them go away. And so like the nerves are okay, accept it and be like, all right, I'm excited. Like channel that into excitement. And then the last thing about breathing, when that clock is going, it's a 10-second countdown, that's when you can take that really cleansing breath again as just like your final deep breath before that workout's about to go. You can take that breath. And then the last thing you tell yourself before that clock hits go is like, you got this, or whatever that mantra you have, that breathing, that breath, and then that mantra can be the last things you try to consciously think about and do before that workout begins. And that will definitely help set the pace and tone for your workout mentally.
And I wish it was a one and done. Like you get to the gym, you go through this little checklist. I did my breaths like MK and Julia said. I have some positive thoughts and I did my warm up and I'm good to go. It is a continuous process of checking in with yourself. How are you feeling? What are you needing? Creating that awareness in your body to help you feel ready. So you might feel really good 30 minutes out. Okay, now the anxiety is coming back. Like MK said, how can I channel that into excitement so it doesn't get a hold of me? You have those affirmations written down. We've mentioned this throughout, but a strategy that I really find valuable is to write that cue, either on your hand, on your ankle. You can have it on a whiteboard. We have so many of those, so grab a whiteboard, write your mantra, maybe have your judge know what it is, and they can remind you it from time to time. The things that I like, one of my favorite ones, and if you've come to my class, you've heard me say it, but it's 1 rep at a time. And I know it's a little longer, so just writing 1 rep, but hearing the rest of it in my head is really helpful. Keep moving, because sometimes, especially when we're starting to feel gassed, we might take more rest than we want to, and usually at the end of a workout, we regret all of that rest that we took. So reminding ourselves to keep going is incredibly helpful. But again, remember that your number 1 competitor is you. No one cares about how you do in the open, I promise. People just like to witness someone who's working really hard, someone who's persevering, someone who's resilient. Those are the qualities that people deeply admire. Don't worry about the pace of other people. They're gonna go at their own pace too. They might get swept up in the chaos of the competition, but you have a strategy, you have a plan, try to stick with it. As John said last time, you are running your own race. So make it one that you're going to be proud of.
You got this.
Woo!